me share something that God really shared with me. I have a friend. Well, she's not my friend. She's a friend of a friend who has 10 kids. She chose to have 10 kids. When I met her, she was 40 years old and has 10 kids. With those 10 kids that she chose to have, she is a fabulous, fantastic mother. She always wanted 10 kids. Well, she always wanted a big family, but she chose 10 kids. Four different baby fathers, but they are her kids. The kids have different characteristics, different personalities, different, some of the traits from their dad and things of that nature. But the commonality is those are her kids. She got unity with her kids. In the family, between the siblings and the children, they respect their mother, all 10 of them. Now, there are many of us who point the finger, looking from the outside and say, that's a shame. She got 10 kids and she only 40 years old, but she made a choice. And in that choice, she's a great mother. Her kids don't lack for nothing. They don't want for nothing. She don't ask nobody for nothing. They her 10 kids, with or without a dad. She take care of her 10 kids. But many of us will point the finger. How many kids you got? Because there are things that we birth, that we put our hands in the cookie jar, that we ask God for, and it don't work fast enough. But still we gave birth to that thing. But it's sitting. It's being malnutrition. We're not taking care of it. We're not even looking at it. Some things we asked God for, and God told us what to do, gave us the strategy to do it. But what we did, it was we saw somebody else doing what it is that he told us to do. And we think that it's a saturated market. And we should not do it because somebody else down the street is doing it. Somebody else on TikTok is doing it. Somebody else over here is doing it. So I can't do it because it's a saturated market and everybody is doing it, instead of you being obedient to what God placed in your hand, what he gave you to birth, to nurture, to raise up, to take care of. You got about 12, 14, 21 kids around here because you keep putting your hands in things and then going back to God and asking God to give you something new, but you haven't taken care of them other things that he told you to do, that you have your hand in, those other visions, those other babies, those new projects that he gave you. You gave birth to, you started, but then you decided it ain't moving fast enough. It ain't working fast enough. If this was God, it would have happened by now. You didn't put anything really into it. Then there were some of you, you are so creative. You can see 10 things at one time. So you want to try to birth 10 babies at one time, instead of you taking your time and having one, raising that one, letting it produce fruit, grow up, walk, talk, do the things that it's able to do on its own to sustain you and to help you when you give birth to the next one. You want to birth all 10 at one time, and then you wonder why things are collapsing and not coming together, and why your body is shutting down because you're trying to handle more than you should be at one time, instead of you birthing one after another. Now, while we point the finger at this mother, she had time and space in between the choice of having her 10 kids. They didn't overlap. She was responsible with being intentional about when she had her children. She couldn't choose the sex or which one would come out, but she knew if it had been 10 girls or 10 boys or the mixture which she has, they still her children. We don't pay attention to all these babies that we have out here, and we are not intentional about trying to nurture and raise up anything that we've thrown to the side. No matter what her kids do, they are still her kids. No matter what they get into, They are still her kids. No matter how different their personalities and their attitudes is, and how one father is maybe there and the other father is not there, or whatever, she takes care of all 10 of her kids. What are you doing with all the things that God put in your hands for you to birth? And you're still going to God and asking him for more, instead of recognizing that to whom much is given, much is required.